Hi guys. Hey guys, welcome to our last Sunday video. So as of today, this will be our last Sunday video as we are about to yeah, hi Loretta, about to change schedule. So we're actually going on to an official schedule now. Which means we have an official spot with April Sarah's vlogger schedule. So all the vloggers such as like Dev, Sammy, Belinda, Fashionista, Colorista, um, all the ones that you know of, they're all on that schedule. So I've now got a schedule with them. So on a Thursday, 10 p.m. Great Mountain Time, we are going to be doing our feature Thursday, which will be just like this. So it'll be our feature artist. It'll be like color along, or something along those lines. And then on a Monday, the Mondays are going to be staying the same. So it'll be Magic Monday, and that'll be 8 p.m. GMT time. So it'll be around about this time on a Monday. So the clocks in the UK have gone forward, so we are an hour ahead of our time. Um, but as I say, a usual time on a Monday, 8 p.m. So that's going to be our new schedule, guys. So this will be the last Sunday one because I have been videoing while someone else is on, and I don't like doing that. But I wasn't able to find the right spot until now. So yes, we're going to try and get as much of this done today. Hopefully, try and get it finished. And hi, Robin. Welcome to the channel. Lovely having you. We're hopefully going to try and get this finished today, and then we can start our new feature, and that'll be on Feature Thursday, which will be Monya Gates, and we'll be doing a fire and ice challenge. So that'll be fun. So I'll go into more detail about that in just a moment. I'm just going to wait for a few more people to enter, and then I've got some more news for you guys. Hi, Lulu. Welcome to the channel. I'm just, as I was saying, this is the final feature of our Herb Leonhard. So this page is free on the Canvas and Colour Facebook group until, I believe, tomorrow. So if you do want to give it a go, you've got until tomorrow to grab this image. And then after that, it'll be taken off. And then we'll be moving on to our next feature. And in today's video, it's going to be the last time to be able to win a signed copy of one of Herb's books. So it's a physical copy that will be sent to you, and it'll be signed. And this one is the Fantasy Nouvaue. So it's the red cover, and it's the one with the dragon. And it's a very cool feature. It's a very cool book indeed. So you've got a chance to win that, and we'll be giving that away halfway through the video. Hi, Mia. Hi, Maya. I don't know if I pronounce it right. Is it Mia or is it Maya? If it's Mia, say type in 1. If it's Maya, type in 2. I think Dev has that problem as well. Hi, Helen. Hi, Eva. So last time I was using the Derwent inks, which is these. They are absolutely lovely and they dry lovely, but for the purpose of the video being the last, I'm just going to use dry media to try and finish this off just for quickness. As much as they do look lovely on, I've obviously got to wait for them to dry. They don't take too long to dry, but obviously I've only got a certain time slot, so I thought I would go over some of the area with the Caran d'Ache Neo Colour ones, just to add a bit more depth and a bit more lifelike sort of vibe to the frog, because obviously frogs are multi-tonal. They're quite shiny. So we're just going to try and play on that as much as possible. You're never late. You didn't miss much. And then just grab the yellow. Bit of dark green. And then we'll take our Derwent blender. Derwent blender's got quite of a, obviously it's colourless, but it's got a bit of a chalky lay down to it. And I find that it actually blends wax better than oil-based pencils. So because I'm using the Caran d'Ache Neo ones, which are obviously like a wax crayon, they actually blend into them really nicely. Oh, I got this in the post as part of my Happy Meal, and it's rather cool. It's a Faber-Castell 1600 brush, just a brush. So instead of keep using my hand, which I probably will do anyway, but I've got a nice little posh brush now, so thank you for the person who sent me that. I absolutely love it. Nice little tool. Oh, thanks, Helen. It is quite a big brush, isn't it? It's very soft as well. It's not a hard bristle. I don't think it was that expensive either. I think when I saw it on Amazon last, it was under 10 pounds, so it would probably be under $13. Before that, I used to just use like a big paintbrush, which worked the same. Works exactly the same, but obviously the softer bristles on these ones. Just me being posh and show-offy. So yeah, you can blend with the Neo ones. I've got some Neo 2s on the way actually, and because the moral of the story is, well, I got these Neo 1s and I got them for quite a bargain. I think I'm getting these as a bargain, they're really expensive. Thinking obviously the water soluble, thinking I was getting the Neo 2s, and then they arrived and they were Neo 1s. And that was because of my bad research. So, and with obviously some of eBay's return policy, you can't return some items. So just look exactly the same as the Neo 2s, so it's quite easy to get confused. So just make sure if you are wanting the water soluble ones, you are getting the Neo 2s. And if you want the water resistant, it's Neo 1s, which is what these are. So yes, I have got some Neo 2s on the way as well. It's a 40 set, so I was thinking because I have got Kirby's book Mythomorphia and I've got Imagimorphia, and I'm not really fussed on Animorphia or the other last two. They're okay, but it's not something I'm going to go out and buy um, straight away. If they were going cheap enough, then I probably would buy them. I might just, because I don't have the other ones, I might just get the Colour Morphia and be done with that. But I do love the Mythomorphia. I think that's obviously the best book. And Imagimorphia has some quite nice images in it as well. More so the Swan image I quite like, so I might try and do that. And I'm thinking of using the Neo 2s on that. Because they've been so detailed and there's so much on there, and the double page spreads, using the Neo 2s will help fill up the page quicker. So that's the plan. And then tomorrow, guys, I am going to be still on tomorrow. So obviously I mentioned at the beginning, and if you weren't here, is that we are changing schedule. We now have an official schedule for YouTube, for YouTube live streams. We are going to be still going on as Monday, so we're going to be doing Magic Mondays as usual. So 8 p.m. GMT time. So it's around about the time that it is now. So tomorrow we'll be doing Magic Monday, and I'm going to be doing the Unky Lestrange image, which is currently it's currently on a discount price for $1.20 until Tuesday. So if you want to know the details of that, just hop along over to our Facebook page, which is Canvas and Colour, and the details and links in there, and colour along with us tomorrow. So that's good. And then on the Thursday is going to be our feature Thursday, and that's going to be the first feature of Munya Gates, and we'll be doing the Fire and Ice challenge. So you'll need to pick a side, whether you want to be Team Fire or Team Ice, and then you'll colour your goddess either as Fire Goddess or Ice Goddess. The image is actually named Fire Goddess, but you can change it to Ice if you want to be Team Ice. It could be either or. So it'd be pretty cool to see, the two different effects. Yeah, I think there's been so much commotion about, freebies, and it's been getting out of hand. That, and artists seem to, even though it's good publicity for them, it seems to be putting them out of pocket. Because the idea is that the freebies are to sort of bring in a taster for a new audience, so that they then go ahead and buy their products. But there has been times where certain individuals have just been on the lookout just for the free images, and that's it. So the artist is at a loss with that because they're not making any money. Obviously, they've got bills to pay as much as us. So I think it's been with myself and a few other groups. Came up with the idea, if the artist doesn't want to do a free image, we could always discuss doing a discount image. So give them the option, and it's been working quite well actually. We have another discount image coming up in 2 weeks' time, so it'll be a week tomorrow, and that's going to be a Daya Draws CNC image, and it's going to be a Ladybirds image, and that's going to be discounted for a few days as well. I just need to grab some more details from Daya about that, and then I'll post the details and the link when it goes up for sale as soon as I know. Yeah, because they're normally discounted to like virtually next to nothing. Unky's discounted them to $1.20, and that's the cheapest that Etsy allows you to list something. Because she wanted to do it for $1, but Etsy always put their 20% on automatically. So it had to go to $1.20. So she makes $1, and then hi Susan, and then obviously the 20 cent that goes to Etsy, like for fees and all that. So yes, anybody who has won a copy of a book over the course of the last 2 weeks, as soon as we announce the last winner, I'm going to send all the details of each winner to Herb after this video, and then all the signed copy books will be sent out to the winners, and then you should get them in the next 2 to 4 weeks, depending on where you are in the world. So Eva's won one, so she can't enter this one, and Shaleni has won one, so she can't enter another one. But I don't think, well, I know Eva's here, but I don't think Shaleni's here. Oh yes, Line of Duty. I've heard loads about that. That's people are talking about that loads. Actually, guys, just thinking about it, I might do a bit of a change. Being a bit indecisive here. So Thursday, instead of starting the Munya Gates image, then I might do that the week after, just because I know Munya's been very busy lately. She's obviously had some personal things to deal with, and obviously she's trying to do work as well. So she's been very busy. So I'll give her an extra week to get sorted. And then Thursday, what I'll do is I'll do the Barbara Lanza feature with you guys. So I know a lot of you have started the Signs of Autumn, but I haven't done it yet. So I'll probably do that on Thursday, and I'll show you the Barbara Lanza books that I have in full and what you could possibly be in a chance of winning with your coloured image. So I'll do that on Thursday, and then the Monday after will be the Derya, and then the Thursday after that will be the Munya image. So we've got loads planned. Busy, busy. Hi, Nanamo. I've got some Happy Meal to show you guys in a bit, just obviously because I want to say thank you. Ever since the last image, I was a bit gobsmacked with what I got. Just more turned up, and I'm still shocked and shook and amazed. But really grateful, and I'm going to make some plans about how I'm going to use these products in the videos. So what I've invested in, guys, and this is thanks to Sammy, invested in a little book, and it's just like it's a mini sketchbook. I got it from Hobbycraft, which is a craft and art store that we have in the UK. It's I think it's a sister company to the UK's version of Michael's. So it's just like a little book. I've got some sticky notes in. I've just started doing some swatches and notes. Yeah, the Intense that I got in Happy Meal, and I've just swatched all these. Some of the pastel pencils. These are all the Shafia Farbens, and I swatched all them out. That took me forever to swatch out 72 pencils. The Polycolour Grey set. I've listed the numbers. They don't have names, but they have numbers. So yeah, I've just started building up that, and I need to go through all my products and fill this up, make notes, do colour combinations. So it's going to be my little colour diary. So I'm going to make some plans about what products I'm going to use and what videos, and I'm going to put them in my little diary, and then so I don't lose my trail of thought. And it is very cute, isn't it? Obviously the peacock feathers, and it's shiny. And it's blue and purple. My favourite colours are blue and purple. Because I'm Aquarian, so Aquarian, obviously you've got blue Aquarian because it's air and water, and then my birthstone is amethyst, which is purple, so it makes sense. It's very useful to have. You can swatch you can swatch everything. You can make color combination notes. You can even just do like a list of what you want to learn. Useful color tutorials. You could do a little shopping list on there that you want to, the things that you want to have, things that you want to learn. You could just write all sorts in it. It's good to have everything in one little book, and rather than having sheets upon sheets and sheets everywhere of swatches and them going missing, which is what was happening to me, then you've got them all in one little book, and you can take the book with you wherever you go because it's only A5, so it's very small. It's just ideal to have. Hi, May. Yeah, I think the frog's just going to take some time. It's just going to take a lot of depth and build up. So if I don't get it finished in this video, I do apologise, but I always like to finish them, and I will post them as and when they're finished. But it's not about the end result, it's about the process, as I say. Nana's on a second Baileys. Hey, Nana, you're definitely having your nightcap tonight. You're going to be piddled. I saw your flowers, they were absolutely lovely. So yes, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers in the UK, and I believe Europe as well, because I think Europe have the same day as well. So happy Mother's Day to who are celebrating Mother's Day today. I know the USA and Canada have different days, I believe. So I hope he's having a lovely day. Oh, thanks. She did. I spent 2 nights with her. I went down on Friday night, and then I've just came back this evening. And it's been nice. We just watched some movies. We watched Beauty and the Beast movie because she loves things like that. And then we watched Mary Poppins Returns, and she absolutely loved that as well. We watched another video on Netflix, which is a Netflix film called Walk, Ride, Rodeo. And it's based on a true story, and it's about a girl who is a rodeo racer, obviously in South America, and she ends up getting into a car crash and becomes paralyzed, and she fights to rodeo again with not having the use of her legs, and it's quite sad, but it's also Very inspiring, actually. It's a really good story. I recommend it. It was only about an hour and 40 minutes long, so it's not very long at all. But really good film, actually. And obviously, I got to see Shadow. And then when I came back today, I had on the coffee table a bunch of flowers, a bag with a candle set, and some chocolates from Shadow. David bought them from Shadow. I know. And Shadow got my mum a little card with a cat on it saying, have a perfect day, Nana." And it had a little cat stretching. So she loved that. And I just got my mum a Pandora pendant because she's pretty much nearly filled a Pandora bracelet. But she just got a Pandora necklace, which you can obviously add the beads and that on there, and the charms. So I got a nice little charm from Pandora, and it's a mother and child one, and it's a little circle, and it's got pink and blue and white crystals in this circle crest, and then inside the crest is two little birds, like a mummy bird and a baby bird. So she loved that, and then she got some posh chocolates as well. Oh, well, I do try. I'm really close to my mum. I always have been and always will be. Don't get me wrong, I love my dad, but he noises. Me and my dad are like very similar to the point where we actually annoy each other. But too similar to the point where it can be quite what's the word? We can be quite fiery with each other because we're very similar. And then we today we went over we had a bit of a dinner. We had a beef stew and dumplings, and then we went over to my nana's. My nana's not been very well, and she's scheduled to go in for surgery in the hospital, but she's just waiting for a phone call to let her know when her bed's free. And she's she's a bit fed up, bless her. She's just waiting to hear when she's going in. I think she just wants to know when she's going in so she can get herself prepared. And she's been ill for the past 12 months, and she's just fed up. She wants to get better now. And we went over to see her because she can't really get out much at the moment because she's in quite a bit of pain with what she's suffering with. Um, so we went over and see her, and it was nice just to spend some time with her. Um, give her a few presents and things like that, and just looking forward to seeing her get out and about again. I will do, Helen. Thank you. Um, but as I say, what they said was that the next free bed will be hers unless there's an emergency that comes in. Then the emergency will take priority. Um, so we're hoping she hears back by next week because it would have been 3 weeks by then. It is a cute froggy, isn't it? I quite like frogs. I'm not a big fan of toads, but I like frogs. I've got froggies in my bathroom, not real ones, but I've got like a bit like an Amazon rainforest theme going on in my bathroom. We've got like the Amazon rainforest waterfall shower curtain. We've got like a frog on a leaf bath mat. It's all very nature and bamboo and very zen. Obviously, you can tell I do all like the interior design in this household. If it was David, it'll just be basic and practical. But mine doesn't have to be practical; it just has to look nice. But fingers crossed tomorrow, guys. David's going to be doing a training, like a training for a week. Hopefully for a new job. He's going to be training to be an estate agent. So hopefully, fingers crossed, this turns out to be a nice new career move and career path for him. He's just a bit sick of being out of work at the moment and a bit fed up with being with him all the time. um, it's nice just to have your time apart as well as time together. So yeah, fingers crossed for him and for tomorrow and for the rest of the week. We've had probably a year of bad luck. Well, coming up to 2 years bad luck actually. And so I think it's about time that we had a bit of good luck. Oh, thanks, people. He's so supportive. That's why I love this community. Like everyone just supports each other, and it's all positive vibes. It's all about good vibes. I'm gonna have a proper look at the YouTube as well because for some reason, guys, I don't know why. It's I've been scheduling them in for about 8 p.m. GMT time, and then you guys are getting the notification about 7 hours before it's due to start saying I'm going live in half an hour, which obviously I'm not at that time. So I don't know why it's doing that. It's I'm putting the time in right, and when I save it, it just jumps to a different time. So I'm gonna have a look into that because it's a bit annoying. Yeah, I got a message from Susan this morning. She was just telling us that I was doing it again. So I've had a look into it, but I can't really pinpoint the problem of the source to why it's doing it. So I'm gonna have to look into it properly, and then if not, I'm gonna have to get some tech support from YouTube. I do schedule them on my mobile, so maybe that might be it because I'm using the mobile version. So I'll try it on the desktop and see if that makes any difference. Technology. I just know when I'm a bit older, and if I do have children, which hopefully maybe we do, and then maybe grandchildren, long, long way down the line, I just know I'm going to be just like my grandparents, but just talking on a different subject, going, yeah, I remember this, that, and the other. We didn't have this. We didn't rely on Facebook, blah, blah, blah. Because I already start thinking that when I see kids and all they do is they stay in and talk to each other on FaceTime and things like that. They don't go out anymore, which I did when I was little. I used to always just go out and see friends. You didn't have to message them first. You just go and knock on the door. Um, and we didn't really have Facebook. Um, and at the time as well, we used our entertainment. We used to have to record everything. We had to record TV shows, and we had to record the radio. I remember trying to record the top 40 on cassette. I was quite young then, but I remember it back in the 90s. And I think computers were only starting to get quite well resourced back then. And it wasn't until the late 90s that computer consoles were a big thing. So we really had to play out and actually socialise. Oh, hi, Angela. Hello. Just reminiscing about the old days. When I was young, it was 33s. What do you mean by 33s? It can't be 1933. Not that old, Helen. Oh, albums. I was gonna say, like, eh? Obviously, I remember vinyl because my uncle was and still is a big vinyl record collector. And when I was younger, I used to go around to his and he used to always play his vinyls. Um, and a lot of people still collect them now, actually. They're still quite popular now, vinyls. I think Dev listens to vinyl, actually. He's a big music lover. I was going to say, Helen, tell everyone your secret. What sort of magic spell have you done? I remember when they tried to bring out um, the mini CDs, and they didn't really take off. And I remember the floppy disk. Used to love the floppy disk. No, no, that's terrible. That Bailey's has gone straight to your head. Hmm. Get some of this black and just lightly go around. Just add a bit of a shadow area. Cassette tapes to save your programs. Wow. Oh, that would be amazing to see Prince. So I love older music. Um, I think it's because the main thing is I grew up listening to it because of obviously my parents. So I grew up listening to Prince, Michael Jackson, big Fleetwood Mac fan. Um, Travis, Texas, Tracy Chapman, Tina Turner. What else do I listen to? The Police. All that sort of thing that my dad listened to. I grew up enjoying, and I still do actually now. Just some of the music and from the older time, from back then, is it just sounds timeless. So I'd love to see Tina, maybe not Ike. You know what? I do like Prince, but I don't think I've actually seen the Purple Rain movie. I'm probably going to get some growls from that. And I do actually love that song. Loretta, I can actually really believe that. I can see you as being a rebel rocker chick. Listening to like Stone Roses, Motley Crue, and AC/DC and all that, and Kiss. Oh, Queen as well. I'm a massive Queen fan. Absolutely love Queen. See, Nana Mo is not actually quite full on Nana. Are you Nana Mo? I think you've actually. I'm sure. Have you? I'm sure you've got a son or a daughter around my age, actually, from what I saw on Facebook. Have you got a son as well? Or have you just got the daughter? Oh, that's so sad, Nana. I think I saw that today actually about your little memorial garden. So nice. Um, well, my mum's 53, and my sister, I've only got the one sister. She is 7 years older than me, so she is 35. My nana, I think my nana is 74. My sister was the first grandchild as well, so she's 35 now. I'm pretty sure my nana at the time was in her early 30s. No, not early, mid 30s maybe. So she was quite young. Son's 27. So I've just turned 28 in February. It's born in 1991. Although I do feel like I should have been born in a different decade. David was born in 1979. So he just made the 70s. Especially that he was born in like November, so he literally just made the 70s. I just feel like when it was the 19s, things were a lot different, like more social and more neighborly. We could just knock on anyone's door and we'd be friends, and um, we used to be able to um, parents used to know you'd be safe because you'd be able to be at one of the friends in the street. And New Year's, we used to just go around everyone's houses that weren't just neighbours. And now, I think when people knock on the door, people hide because they don't know who it is. Where back then, you'd open the door and you'd be like, "Hello, I haven't seen you in a while." Now you just duck and hide because you don't want to answer the door. So I think as soon as I hit the noughties, I think everything just changed. It is not anymore. There was I think it was Lee Evans, the comedian, or it could have been someone else. And there was a comedy sketch that they did, and they did a comparison to back then in the 19 in like late in the 90s and that, like 80s and 90s to now. And they did a sketch where the mother from the in the 80s 90s used to always have a cake, a posh cake, and nobody was allowed to touch the posh cake because that was for visitors. People used to come round and you used to get the posh cake out. And the door will answer and you'll be all excited thinking, oh, who is it? And you'll get the posh cake out. And then the comparison was there was no posh cake, and the door answered and everybody just stopped, stood still, and just looked at each other going, who is it? Did you invite anyone over? And they just stop, and then what you would do, and they just all hide, and they turn the light off. So it was funny, but it's also quite a reality now. Yeah, that is true, Angela. It is really nice. Obviously, I'm a major minority here in the colour community because obviously I'm obviously male as well because not not a lot of males are in the cleric community in comparison, and also somebody in their 20s, because I think the average when looking at statistics is female in the cleric community and of age 40 and up. But like you say, it's great because it brings different generations together that probably wouldn't really put together as a friendship, and it's quite nice. And it's nice to be able to learn new things from each other and socialize and learn about different, everyone's experiences and different walks of life. Oh, thanks, Dynamo. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome, yeah. So I'm just going over and over because I'm just quite not happy with it yet. Um, it's getting there, but it's just not quite where I want it to be. Oh, thanks, mate. Thanks for dropping in, and I'll see you soon. Get yourself. I think you're streaming tonight, aren't you? Thanks for dropping in, Susan. We'll see you soon. I'm just about to do the raffle in a second anyway, so just give us 1 minute, guys, and we'll do the raffle. Helen, if you just want to explain the rules of the raffle for everybody who's still here, just while I'm finishing this part off, that would be fantastic. Thank you. Oh, thanks, mate. Love you too. Bless you, such a little darling. And these. There's going to be a number between 1 and 50. So yeah, so we're just picking a number between 1 and 50 after I type in the words go, go, go. So once you see those words on the screen by myself, that's when you can input your number. You can only enter once. If the number is drawn and more than one person has drawn that number, first person to have drawn it is the winner. The winner number is either the number itself or the one closest to it without going over. No talking during the time, just so it makes it easier to collaborate all votes and everyone's numbers so we can clearly see who the winner is. Until I say the word stop, stop, stop. We are giving away a signed physical copy of Herb's third book, which is Fantasy Nouvaue, and that will be sent directly to the winner. If you've already won a book from Herb in the past 2 weeks, please do not enter, as you will not be included in this one as you've already won. I will not be entering, as obviously it's not for me, it's for you guys. So I do not enter these. Right, leave the frog area there, like that. The fantasy book is a really lovely book. It actually features a lot of sort of like fairy tale esque designs with princes, princesses, dragons, knights, things like that. So it's not fairies. It is more fantasy. Obviously, it includes in the name. Princesses, knights, princes, things like that. A little bit similar to what is in the Glory in Heaven issue of Herbs, but majority of that issue is the Nouveau Legends. So that's why I haven't included that in the prizes, because if you've got the Glory in Heaven magazine, majority of the imagery is from the Nouveau Legends. Some of it is from Fantasy a little bit, but majority is from Nouveau Legends. All right. Yep, that is spot on, Helen. Thank you very much. I think we're ready. So, right, guys. So, if you understand the rules and you're ready, just type in the word ready so I know that you are ready. And this is the last chance to win a Herb book, guys. So, get yourself entered while you can. Hi, Melanie. It's all right, Melanie. So thank you for joining. We're just going to do the raffle now. So it's a number between 1 and 50 after I type in the words go. So you just select any number between 1 and 50 after I type in the words go, go, go. And it's your chance to win a signed copy of Herb Leonhard's colouring book, Fantasy Legends. And it is a physical copy that you can win. So we have 7 readies and there is currently 11 watching. So there's a couple more guys. So come on, guys, type in the word ready so I know you're ready. There's now 12 watching. So yeah, type in the word ready when you're ready to start the raffle, guys. I'll give you another minute. All right then. Go, go, go. Where's Nana Mo gone? Nana Mo, you need to pick a number. Right, guys, I'll give you one more minute to choose your number. $30 seconds. So if you just join and pick quickly in the next 30 seconds, just pick a number between 1 and 50 for your chance to win a Herb Leonhard signed colouring book. Ten seconds. Stop, stop, stop. So that's it, guys. I'm just going to bring up the random number generator. And then it's a number between 1 and 50. I'm just going to click the generate button. I currently can't see the screen on YouTube. So, and generate. Okay, so number between 1 and 50. Enter. Random number is 45. Oh, we don't have a 45. We got a 35 and a 36. That's way out, so we'll do another one, guys. 27. I've got a 24. Ah, okay. And there's the winner. Well done to you. You win a signed copy of the Fantasy Nouvaue book. Yeah, but with it being 45 and Melanie being 36, it's it's way too low. So if it was, let's say if it was 40 and there was only 5 difference, then that would be the closest. But if it's closest to 10 numbers out, then it's yeah, 47. So the closest number without going over is 47. So but so the closest number, so let's say if so you because you are 40, so 47 was a number. Right, yes. So just 2 minutes, guys. I'm confused as well. Yeah, sorry. So the number was 47. So my apologies. The winner is Melanie. Apologies for that, Melanie. I got a bit confused there. So, Melanie, have you got I take it you've got my details. So, I was too as well. Sorry, honey. If you can give me a message on Facebook Messenger and give me a message and give me your address details, and I'll send them over to Herb, and he'll send your book out to you. Thanks, Loretta. So, very well done. You've got yourself a nice signed copy book there. Oh, thanks, Angela. I'm just blending the neos together just to get a nice, nice smooth blend with them. They're not just like a typical crayon, because I think with Crayola crayons you wouldn't get the same blend. So these are quite nice. They're a little bit harder than a oil pastel, and they're a lot less messier than oil pastels. Oil pastels can be quite messy. Hey Lulu, you just missed the raffle. It's alright, Eva, we just did the raffle. Don't worry, you didn't miss out. Since you won the last one, you wouldn't have been able to enter anyway. We do have some raffles coming up for the Monya Gate. So there's going to be some chances to win a book from Monya Gates. That'll be not next Thursday, but the Thursday after. And I'm really looking forward to that because I absolutely love colouring Monya's art. I think she's absolutely fantastic. I love her portraits. And she's just getting better and better with each book, with her figures, her features. And she's just absolutely lovely person as well. Oh, thanks, Melanie. So yeah, Melanie, if you just drop me a message when you get a chance, just with your address details, and then I'll forward them on to Herb with the rest of the winners' details. And then I believe you should get it within 2 to 4 weeks, depending on where you are in the world. If it's the USA, it might be 2 weeks. If it's international, it might be 4 weeks. But I'm sure Herb will let me know as soon as he's posted them, and I'll let you know, guys, when I hear that from him. Oh, awesome. I've got a do not disturb notification on my phone, so at the moment I wouldn't have got it. So as soon as I'm finished with the stream, it should come straight through. So I'm just going to, guys, for the last half hour, I'm just going to get as much done as possible and see where we get up to, and then I'll just continue the rest of it off stream if needs be. It's been nice seeing everyone's colorings as well that they've done with, with their image. There's been some fantastic colorings of this being posted. And the same with the Signs of Autumn as well. As I say, I'll do that next Thursday since I haven't done mine yet. And that's a colour palette challenge, but you're not restricted just to use those colours. So the challenge with the Barbalanza one is that we use a autumn colour palette. So the colours that are in that palette have to be in that image, but it doesn't have to be the whole image. So just somewhere within that image has to be those colours, and the rest can be any colours that you choose. So you could either take those colours and really go to town with those colours, or you can use them very minimalistic and then use the other colours that you want to use. That is the challenge. Yes, so Monya will be April. She's going to be April. We're also going to be showing some of Selena's work as well, a Goddesses book. Since we're going to be doing some work out of Goddesses and Monya Gates, I'm going to be showing Selena's Goddesses book as well as her newest book, which is the Dragons and Unicorns. And I believe she's about ready to release her fairy tale book, so obviously we don't have that yet. We'll be taking a look at Monya's Air Realm book as well, which is her newest release. And she's currently working on the Water Realm. And we're going to be taking a look at the Fairy Fantasy book as well. So yeah, Monya will be, well, it'll be April at that time, so it'll be the second week of April. Obviously tomorrow for us is the 1st. It's already the 1st of April in Australia. Oh, thanks, Eva. So yeah, there's a link there for Herb shop as well, so you can have a look at the books that he offers. They are physical copies, and he also does a few digital pages. The books are not expensive at all; they're quite inexpensive. Obviously, the only thing you need to take in consideration is the shipping. Herb has no control of the shipping costs. It is just the cheapest one he will give you, depending on where in the world that you live. As we all know, shipping is not the cheapest. But even so, add the book on with the shipping, it's still a lot cheaper than some colouring books that you buy online as well, and they are good quality books. They are double-sided, but they are good quality paper, and a couple of his books have fold-outs as well, so pretty cool books. I believe his legend books has a fallout in it. His fairy books tend to have a bit of a story with them. His fantasy doesn't. I think fantasy has a few more images than the others. That is purely just images. Yes, the Colour in Heaven we're featuring Herb is absolutely fantastic. I love that. I have started one image in it slightly, just testing out a few new materials. And it's absolutely fantastic. Like I say, most of those images in that feature of Colouring Heaven are from the Nouveau Legends book and a few from the fantasy. There's no fairies in that one, so none of these fairy books are in that. There's an image in there I would really love to do. I know it's going to take absolutely forever to do, but it's the picnic tea with the princess, prince, and the dragon. I think that's pretty cool. I absolutely love anything fantasy. Whether it's colouring it, looking at the art, or even reading books and stories with it. It's just so fascinating. Good thing with the newer ones as well, with it being wax, you can obviously erase as well, and they tend to come off quite well. So if you go over the line, you want to neaten it up just using the razor. I haven't got my fine eraser with me at the moment, so I'm just having to make do. And it's still working quite well. Oh, these dragons are absolutely fantastic, and the book that you're going to get, Melanie, has quite a lot of dragons in it, so I hope you do like dragons, but there are people in there as well. There's like princesses, maidens, knights in there. Um, it is very fairy tale fantasy. Right then, so give his white hair. I'm just putting a little few black lines in there just so I can go over the top with it, and then mix that with the white, and then we get a bit of a grey, just slightly, just because it's not going to be flat white. And this image actually is of Herb himself. Herb is a fantastic gentleman, and he's so funny. He's such a character, and this image depicts his character so well. So with these Neocolor ones as well, you can work quite fast with them. and I don't see a lot of people using them, obviously, because obviously most people are using the O2s, which are absolutely fantastic and they are lovely, but you can get great results with the Neo 1s also. They're not just a bog standard crayon, they are a lot better quality. So just slightly going over like a soft light shading. So I've done a layer of white, and then I'm just finding the lines and just doing a shaded area. Same for here. And then we'll take the white again. Yes, you can get these on Amazon. I don't think you can get Herb's book from Amazon. I think you used to be able to, but you can't now. At least not from Amazon that I use. You might be able to on the Amazon US, but you can't on UK. I like Momo Girl as well. I've got the current Heaven edition of that. I don't have the official books yet. It's probably one I'm going to get eventually, but right now it's on the list, but it's not at the top of the list because obviously I have the current Heaven book, and that'll do for now. And I know from the first book, most of the images from the first book are in that issue anyway. So if anything, I'd probably go for the second book first. There is two books that are quite hard to find. Well, there's a few hard books to find. There's a few books that are quite high on my list that are quite hard for me to find and hard for me to get. Yeah. One of them being Serene. I would love a copy of Serene, but it's just so expensive to get here. Another one is the Emily Odenberg, the Sagnior something book. That's quite difficult to get hold of. Would love that. And I think it's a color my world or color my town, and it's by a Japanese artist. And then there's a one that's Rooms or something like that. That looks really interesting, but that's quite difficult to get a hold of. But I think Jessica from Stationery Corner on Etsy, I think she has that in stock actually, and that is shipped from Manchester, so I can get those two books from there. So yeah, there's certain books in the UK quite pricey or quite difficult to get in comparison to elsewhere in the world. Eva, sorry, which artist, which art book? Oh, I don't know if he has art books out or not. I just know he's got colouring books. But there's nothing on Amazon UK for Herb. It might be in the US since I think he might be based in the US. So it might be some stuff on the Amazon US. But he primarily sells items on Etsy. I know he does a lot of festivals that he goes to, and he has like a stall, like a market stall, and he sells items on there. He does tours, and I think on his website there's a list on there, and he has tour dates of where he's going to, and which festivals he's going to. So if you're in the US and you want to meet him, then there's a list on there where he's going to. So he might be coming somewhere near you. So you might as well check that out. Oh, that's awesome. That's not bad actually for Amazon US. Um, I know on Etsy in pounds, his current books are less than £6, but obviously the shipping you consider it take in consideration. I think the shipping's about £11. How do I plan to colour the wings? That's a good question. I want to do some iridescent wings, so I'm thinking about looking at I'm thinking about looking into one of my tutorial books and have a go at one of the tutorials about iridescent. So I might give that a go with one of the books that I've got. This one's slightly snapped. These ones could be chestnut mushrooms. Angela, I have all the Black Widow pencils, and Black Widow's originals are absolutely fantastic. They are great. They're very waxy, so you will get a wax bloom off them if you use too much pressure. My advice would be, if you are getting them, just use light layers and quite a light pressure. They are a good mid-range pencil, budget-friendly pencil. So they're worthwhile having your collection and give them a go. As for the skin tones, I absolutely love the dark skin tones. They are fantastic. The light skin tones are okay, but they're a bit warm, so I wouldn't necessarily rely on them to be your skin tones for light skin. I would mix your other colours in the other sets to create your light skin tone, because the Caucasian skin tone set and light skin tone set, sorry, is quite warm colours. And have a warm undertone, and not all skin tones that are light have a warm undertone. So I would use some of the other pencils in the other set to get a more realistic skin tone for light skin. But some of the colours that are in the light skin tone you wouldn't think would be for skin, but they are still nice colours if you are to use them for other things. Sorry if that's confused you. So they are nice and they are worthwhile having. I do believe that there's going to be a big set coming out soon of the Black Widows. I think it's going to be like 120 or something, and there's going to be some new colours. So if you haven't got them yet, maybe wait until summer, and that's when they're going to be releasing the bigger set. And normally, if it's a big release, sometimes they do like a discount. The white skin tones are really warm. To get a good skin tone, I had to use some of the other pencils from the other sets to try and cool it down. Because there are some skin tones in the other set that you can use. But I normally incorporate other colours into skin tones myself. So I use lilacs, cool greys, blues, yellow, just as my undertones, and I tend to get interesting results with those. Because everybody colours skin differently, and the way I do skin is not the same as, say, the way that Sammy does skin or the way that Belinda does skin. We all have our own versions of how we do things, and it's good to pick up skills from everyone, because you'll find your way and how you like to do it. Or you can take everyone's process on board and then come up with your own way of doing it. Thanks, Helen. Thank you very much. I'll see you soon. Thanks for joining us today. Have a good time with your granddaughter. I'm going to be finishing up in a second anyway, guys, because I don't think we've got much longer in here. But yes, the next stream is tomorrow, 8 p.m. GMT time. So check your time zone converter to find out the time for that. And then the next one after that will be Thursday at 10 p.m. GMT. And again, just check your time converter for that also. Okay, so let's get a fine liner pen. Oh, I've had the Staedtler fine liners. They're quite nice then. So this is just a micron fine liner. And just grabbing a polychromos pencil just for the lips. Blush pink Prisma. Let's get a white Posca pen. There we go, actually, this one. This is the Pilot Supercolour White. Oh, thanks, Lulu. I haven't used this pen yet, so just trying to pump it. You could just use a gel pen. This is a little bit similar to a Posca. My Posca pen that I have, which is white, I think I've used it all up, so I need to get a new one. But this one has like very, very fine nib, which is quite nice, especially if you're going in for details. So I think we're just going to finish these toadstools, put the white in there, and then we'll call it a night after I've done these white bits on the toadstools. And then obviously I can just spend the rest of the week and I can get this finished, and then I'll upload the image once it's done. And if you do want to give this image a try, it's going to be available until, I think it's going to be available until Tuesday on Canvas and Colour Facebook page. And then it'll be taken down. So if you want to give it a go, pop over to my Facebook group, which is Canvas and Colour. Colour is spelled the British way, so with a U. And come join us on our little colour adventure. See you, Eva. Thank you for joining me. There we go, guys. So that's what we've got so far. And bye, Angela. I'm going to continue the rest off camera. So this is what we have so far. Hope you guys like it. And I'll continue the rest. And I'll pop it on the group page once it's finished. So we've got the frog finished. Started, pretty much got the toadstools finished. Got her pretty much there. I'm going to have to do the wings and everything else off camera and do the gold. I'll do a gold tutorial in the future sometime soon, and I'll show you how I do gold. So yeah, thanks guys. Thank you so much for joining us today. It's been a pleasure as usual. Back tomorrow, 8 p.m. GMT time. Colouring the Uncular Strange image, which is discounted until Tuesday. So feel free to get that image and colour along. So hopefully see you tomorrow, guys. And then for next feature, it's going to be Thursday at 10 p.m. So see you then, guys. Good night.